I look like Carrot Top right now. Welcome back to my channel. So I hadn't done anything to my hair in a long time because I had been going to the salon to get it bleached. But now that we're getting it darker, I did go to the salon. So the salon did do this, but I did not like how it came out. I didn't like the haircut, which is why I cut it myself. And I don't like the color. So as you guys can see, she took me from blonde to this, and I wanted like a reddish brown because I knew I had to get red in my hair to get rid of this, like my hair wouldn't turn like green from where uh, I had the highlights before. And as you guys can see, the ends are like a different color than the top. But I paid a lot for this and I'm very disappointed. So I figured whenever I'm going darker, I usually tend to do it by myself because it's easier than going lighter. So going darker, I can just do it myself for way cheaper. So that is what we're gonna do. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about, the green areas here. Um, the green areas on the ends. So, I've been seeing everyone use like these two colors mix when they're trying to go for like a red. Now I'm not trying to go red. I'm just trying to cover these areas with the red. If you guys have not watched my video on why you should add a filler or why you should add red to the blonde when you're going darker, I'll link it down below because it's part of the color reel. There's a whole video about it. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. That's the reason why I'm adding red. I'm not necessarily wanting to go red, but I am going to use it to get rid of the green bits and to hopefully make the color last longer. Now, another thing I do want to mention is if you are trying to go lighter, because these are colors for like dark hair, I would go up from the 10 volume developer. I've seen people use 30. I think 30 is a little bit damaging to my, like for me, maybe you could try doing 20 and then doing it again if you want it lighter, but starting at 20, because I feel like 30 and 40 is just, it's so damaging. But basically, the higher the number is, the more lift your hair will get. So I'm not trying to really lift it as in make it lighter. I'm just trying to cover this areas that are faded. So I'm just wanting to add color, not really like lift it. That's why I'm only using 10. But again, if you are using it because you want to go like a bright red or like a light brown, then I would use 20 or 30 developer. Depending on how damaged your hair is, you don't want to go 30 if your hair is really damaged. I would just say 20. But yeah, you can get all this. You can get all this at Sally's. And then I didn't have the appropriate gloves. So I'm just gonna use these gloves because I'd rather have something than nothing. I don't want to stain my skin. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. I do see that the red has this little like tube on it. I believe it's just to make it like even a deeper red. So we'll add that. So inside the box, it will have like instructions, and this one is saying that you should use 1 part color and 1.5 parts of this. I tend to just mix it by, I don't weigh it, I don't like measure it, I just literally eyeball it. But if you want to be more precise, you can also weigh it. Like you have a little scale, eyeball it myself because I've been doing it for so long that I feel like I know what the consistency should look like. So yeah, definitely get a big bowl because I'm just making a mess right now. You guys know me. If you guys have been watching my previous videos, you know I am very, I mean, it's like hair is just hair. So if it comes out good, it comes out good. And if it doesn't, you just gotta keep going. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I hope I have enough dye. Like, it may not look like it, but I do have a lot of hair. And I just thought about it. Maybe don't start at your roots. Maybe start here lower because sometimes since our roots tend to be grown out, like it's our natural hair color, it catches on the color really good. And so sometimes it can lighten it while the rest of our hair is not as light. So it can look a little different. And then you get those hot roots, which is like sometimes they're like super red or they're just lighter than the rest of your hair. I didn't think about it. But yeah, if you could start maybe from here down and then do the roots like once your hair has been processing for like 20 minutes. Unless you're going darker, then it doesn't really matter. Like I mentioned before, I think I've just learned if I'm trying to go lighter, I can just go to this hair salon and avoid doing it myself. Because sometimes like we think that doing it ourselves, and a lot of people are really good at it, but some of us sometimes like we have to do it multiple times and then we try to fix it if we mess it up. And then by the time we're done fixing it, you end up spending a lot of money anyway, because you're constantly buying product and things like that. So sometimes, it is better to go to the salon and avoid the stress, and you just get it done. And it always feels good to go to the hair salon and feel like pampered after. Because I ended up paying for this color what I normally pay for when I go blonde, like when I highlight my hair. That's why I was a little disappointed, because the haircut just was not it. If you guys saw my short, I posted cutting my own hair again because it just didn't come out good. I didn't see any layers like I asked. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side, and then I'll start doing the end. Honestly, I think I'm gonna run out of dye just to be safe. Instead of continuing the bottom of my hair, I'm going to start dyeing the ends of the top. That way, if I run out, at least the top of my head is colored, if that makes sense. And then I can always pick up some more. And then I'm ended up using all of the dye. So if anything, I actually ended up using like the full red tube and the full brown tube, so it's evenly mixed. Because I realized that if I would have used just half of one tube, I wouldn't have enough. And so I was like, if it's too red, like I said, I can always just get another brown and do it over when it's time to retouch it. The most important part is to me to get rid of those like greenish bits. I'd rather it be red than that. I always start off really good sectioning, and then I just lose track. I just want to put it all on. I think this copper red, if you were to want to go lighter, this copper red with like a 30 volume developer would look so good. I'm gonna do these at like the edges and stuff because I do wear my hair up a lot, and that way if I'm wearing it up, my roots there are covered. I'm going to massage it. I think I did pretty good actually. I'm going to pin it up and pray to baby Jesus that it comes out good. Did I do my eyebrows? I think I should do my eyebrows. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let it process for about 30 minutes and see how it looks then. And then I'll come back and show you guys. Okay, this is the damage, as you guys can see, because the bowl was too small and just spilled everywhere. So I'm glad my husband got me this. I asked for the Dexter special, and this is what I got. Okay, it's kind of looking very red. I'm a little scared. I didn't think it was gonna be this red. I'm actually gonna take the dye off my eyebrows because I'm scared now. Not too bad. Let's go see Gilberto's reaction. I'm kind of panicking because it's turning very red.
Turning red?
It's very red.
Alright, you said red? I'm not down with red, dog.
So the red is supposed to take care of the green part.
There was no green.
There was green. Oh my gosh. I will show you. Maybe it didn't pick up in the lighting, but the point is, if it's really red,
yeah,
it'll cancel the green out, which is what I want.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to get a brown color to put over.
I'm not ready to do math right now.
I know, I'm doing it for you. The red cancels the green out.
I don't think it does.
So once it's canceled that, then I put a brown on top and it's good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I see a lot of red. I see
It's
a lot
canceling the green. But now I get to pick a nice shade of brown to put over, and then we're good because the green won't seep through and make it look dull. It'll look shiny, not dull.
I think you just gave me a headache.
How do you think I feel? I have to come up with formulas.
How's the Dexter coverage going?
I think it worked great. I took it off her.
You took it off already?
Yeah, because there's dye everywhere on it. So I literally just...
I just don't understand how you get dye everywhere.
Oh, you get dye everywhere.
Have you ever done... Where would you do
Because whenever you're doing your hair, it drips from your hair. Kind of falls on the sink. I look like Carrot Top right now. Like, it is copper. And I think that copper is such a pretty color. What I'm worried about is that my roots are going to be super copper and the rest of my hair is going to be dark because it was quite dark. And I didn't use like a 30 volume. I used a 10 just to deposit color. So if my roots are like this color and the rest of my hair is dark, that's where we're going to have a problem. But we'll see how it comes out. If it's too red, then I'll just grab a brown and I'll I'll probably grab one of the browns from the collection from the L'Oreal because I feel like they come out really good. So I might just grab a brown and just throw that over it. But again, you guys need the red to cancel the green or to cancel like the once you bleach your hair and you're going brown or dark. You want to put some red or a filler. So this is good regardless. I needed to do this. I just need to see how it's gonna come out before I get the brown. I might just let my husband get it to be honest, but 15 minutes left, so I'll come back right before I jump in the shower to show you guys if it changed. I feel like it was lighter earlier and now it's getting a little bit darker in this area, so we'll see. Okay, so this was after 30 minutes and it didn't change much. It still looked pretty red, especially on the root area, but I wasn't sure, how it was going to wash off. So when you wash it off, you want to make sure that you really, really try to use like as cold water, like the coldest that you can take the water, because if you use hot water, it does kind of keep fading, like not fading, but like the water just keeps, it doesn't want to run clear. It just keeps coming off. So I did use my Olaplex and then I started blow drying my hair because I did want to, I am getting better at blow drying my hair instead of letting it air dry. And now that I have the Dyson, I feel like it's such a good blow dryer. My hair feels so soft after. And so I am trying to find ways now how to take care of it so it doesn't fade as much now that I have color on it. So whenever I do find a good routine that works for me, I will let you guys know. But that's all I'm doing. I'm just blow drying my hair and I'm trying to style it since I did do the butterfly haircut. And with the butterfly haircut, it's kind of hard for your hair to look good if it's like straight. So this was after I blow dried it. It looks super, super red in the light. And because it's been so foggy and raining, I actually haven't been able to look at it in good lighting. So, yeah, I can't really tell if it's really this red or if it's the lighting, but it's definitely not faded. It looks even from roots to ends, which is surprising the way that it looked and then it looking like this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will update you guys on how this color fades, but so far I really do like this L'Oreal color.